Hey everybody, sorry if the fan is a little noisy, but I'm not running the air conditioner right now because I've been relying on it a little too much recently and trying to give it a break. So I'm just gonna give you guys a little rundown on what I got going on, a little updated task list and what I'm working on today and in the near future, because I'm not going to get everything done today. But some of the priorities for today are doing a water change on this refugium here. Uh, Doing a water change, cleaning the filter, not power cleaning the filter. You know, you want to leave some of the beneficial bacteria in there, but getting a large amount of the sediment out of those reservoirs. And then let's see. I took these cuttings last night and popped some holes, drilled some holes in the top of this jug here. I have to take these cuttings out again and actually open those holes up because if the roots start to root too much, then I won't be able to pull them out. So what I'm going to do is drill the hole larger and then design a little plug that splits in two. And when you put it together, it will plug up the larger diameter and leave a smaller diameter that fits the size of the stems that go in here, the size of the cuttings. And when these start to root, they could root as much as they want, and you take the large plug out of the hole, and then you'll be able to split it in half to get the roots out. So there's that. Also, back on this subject over here, um, the pothos that are growing on top here, as well as the cacti. I've got the dragon fruit cacti over here. So they're really growing very well, and I want them to continue to flourish. And also, I want to make this look nice and not have this kind of hokey way of blocking light there. So I'm gonna make a light fixture hood to cover the tank, and then I'll fit it with either a brighter bulb or a couple more bulbs, so I could really douse this area with light without blinding anybody that's in the room. Alright, so I got that tub down there for the water change. Um, I did have shrimp in there up until the other day, and then I decided just to put all the shrimp in the tank, even though they're probably all going to get eaten, and use that tub to do the water change because I've got plenty of stuff to manage as it is. I don't need to have another container of live stuff, which I had the shrimp underneath the dining room table there, so I won't be doing that anymore. But I probably will be setting up more cutting stations, and by cuttings I mean rooting stations, rooting cuttings. All right, so I've also got this. I ordered a new tap for outside, a double tap, so I don't have to constantly disconnect the hose every time I want to fill something up quickly. So I'll have something that has my the spray wand permanently attached to, and then I'll have one that's for just a hose for filling up buckets and stuff. What else I got going on? So I got some plywood in there because I've been working on this project here. So It adds a lot of sound dampening, and also it's good in the advent of a typhoon. Even though we've been lucky the past several years, we haven't had any hard hitting typhoons come through here. It was like my first year in this apartment that actually not even the first year in this apartment. I think my first year in Taiwan before I moved into this apartment um, had some bad typhoons that year, but since then it's been very mild. Well, well, they've been missing us. You know, the typhoons have been forming, but they just haven't been making landfall. Um, so yeah, so some of this is cut to fit the other windows, and some of it is extra cuts, which I'll find a use for. Probably build a shelf or something useful. A little messy in here, so I got those tubes of silicone on the floor um, because I was padding these dumbbells the other day. So I couldn't decide which way would look cooler. So, like, putting it on like this and not smoothing it out, kind of gives it this, like liquid metal feel to it. Like, I don't know. And just smoothed out, I mean, it's not 100% smooth, but I don't know. I don't know which way I like more, but I'll do the other sides the same way so that each one matches. And what else? What else? I'm missing something else. Yeah, what else? Oh, the screen. That's another thing I got going on. So I picked up some screen the other day to cover the entire balcony um, from one end all the way down to the other, so that hopefully I won't have another mouse problem again. I caught 2 mice the other day, and I don't know if that was all of them, but since catching them, I haven't had any more dirt tossed around. So hopefully that was it. But even if that was it for now, they could always come back in the future. But I've been here in this apartment, I think about 3 years or something like that, and I didn't have a problem until now. And I've had compost on the apartment balcony, almost the whole time that I've been here. I started that project years ago, so it's not like there was never anything to tempt them. They just discovered eventually that there were tasty roots up here to chew on. So, and they discovered that they really liked them, so they kept coming back. So, anyway, that's probably the most of what I wanted to mention. What I got going on. Let me check the list real quick. See if there's anything I missed. Yeah, it's mostly it. I mean, anything else that I got to talk about is probably more for the future anyway, or just not that big enough to talk about. So, all right, I'll get going on some of that. Actually, maybe I'll go get something to eat first. I'm hungry. I am hungry. All right, see you later.